A very pleasant lady told me the following. I married my husband after a marriage proposal, but without knowing he loved and had relations with another girl, whose relatives did not approve of it, yet he never stopped loving her. We got married. The wedding day was very beautiful, but the beautiful days were only 3. Starting from day 4, for 17 years, my life with him was a living hell. When I asked him why he treated me so badly, he replied that he loved another woman, not me. I was completely shocked. Then why did you marry me? Because my parents forced me. They didn't want the other one, he said. And what fault do I have for you to treat me this way? If you don't like it, leave. Where should I go? I'm ashamed of my brothers, of what people will say. Well then, stay here and keep your mouth shut. That was his answer. He only slept with me when he was fighting with the other woman. And that's how I ended up pregnant. When I told him, he became like a beast, ready to tear me apart. He demanded that I terminate the pregnancy, but I didn't do it. I would never have unalived my child for anything in the world. This way, I gave birth to 3 little girls. I have my own hair salon. My clients never saw me crying or sad, nor did my children. I kept the bitterness deep in my soul, sharing it only with God. Do you know what it means to sleep with your husband when he's fighting with his girlfriend? The other woman got married and has 2 children, but she never separated from my husband. I don't know whether her husband was aware of the situation, but my children didn't know, because I always justified him. I covered for him. But we never fought. I never asked him where he went, why he was late, or if he was with her. Nothing. No matter what time he came home, if the children were around, I would say, "Welcome, Dimitraki," and I would lay the table for him to eat. I endured this because there was no other way. I had to set a good example for my children. I wanted them to learn the value of respect, the value of love, the value of patience. My mother took care of my children while I worked. And do you know how I passed on messages to my children about things I wanted them to avoid? I recorded them on tapes. Ever since they were little, I would record something on tape every day, then I'd give it to my mother and tell her to let them listen. This way, they didn't feel my absence as much. This went on for 15 years. Any message I wanted to convey, I would say it as if I had heard it at the salon. For example, about drugs, I'd tell them that a client came to the salon who was very upset because her child got involved with drugs. Or I'd tell them about a girl who got involved with a boy and ended up pregnant, and because of the unwanted pregnancy, many problems arose. When they got older, they no longer went to their grandmothers. They preferred to stay home and read. I told them that when Daddy comes home, they must serve him dinner and take care of him, since he works hard for us as someone who loves us. So every day when they came home from school, they would first listen to their mother's message. I was able to endure all this because I shared my bitterness with God. If I had talked about my problems with a friend, I'm sure I would have divorced him. So for 17 years, I went on holidays only with my children. He never came, no matter how much the children begged him. One year, when I returned from holiday, I found a tape on the couch with the words, "I love you," written on it. I was stunned. What kind of tape was that? I thought it must have been for his girlfriend. That evening, when the children fell asleep, I played it to listen. Before I reveal the message, I will tell you what he did before recording it. He had a terrible fight with his girlfriend, and they broke up. He came home and went into the children's room. He knew I recorded tapes for them. He took one at random and listened to it. Then he listened to others. That's how he heard what I was telling the children, and he was deeply moved. After that, he took a tape and recorded the following for me. "Forgive me for everything I've done to you. Now I understand how much I hurt you, how much I humiliated you. But you never said a bad word, and you always treated me with love and tenderness. I listened to some of your tapes where you speak to our children. You never spoke ill of me. Only kind words came from your lips. Now I understand why our children love me so much. Please forgive me. I promise you that everything you've missed in all these years, I will give back to you from now on with great generosity. You will be the queen of my heart. Please forgive me. Now, as I speak to you, believe me, I feel so much love for you. I miss you. I love you." Hearing this, I felt good, but it was hard for me to believe. All the things he had done and said to me came to mind. That's how I fell asleep. At night, when he returned, I heard him, but I didn't get up as I always did to serve him food. I pretended to be asleep. He came and lay down next to me, slowly, so as not to wake me, and he wrapped his arms around me, for the first time in 17 years. And it wasn't just a simple embrace, but one full of love. He gently kissed my back and whispered, "Forgive me. I love you." From that moment, my life changed completely. Dimitrios became a different man, full of love, tenderness, and he never ruined my good mood. In other words, we became a family. Know that in life, when you fight, you will lose battles, but in the end, you will win the war. And one more thing, without faith in God, you have no weapons to fight.